Yeah, bad news. Kaizer Chiefs fans. Kaizer Chiefs fans. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. However, this has to be discussed, and I am going to tell you what the bad news is. You know what I'm saying? So even Nabi, wherever he is, he's very disappointed. I'm sure Nabi has got every reason to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Because Kaizer Chiefs have been dealt with another setback. You know, whereas Tebogo Potsane is concerned, right? So Kaizer Chiefs will be without Tebogo Potsane for their upcoming game against Chippa United. And look, the coach Nasreddine Nabi, he has also expressed his disappointment, but he has remained, tight-lipped about the reasons, behind Tebogo Potsane's absence. You know what I'm saying? Because Potsane, ever since he has returned from that long injury, he has actually impressed Nabi since his return. And he has made several substitute appearances against Polokwane City and TS Galaxy, and most recently after an 8th-month absence due to injury. You look at Tebogo Potsane, the type of player he is. He's very dynamic and he's very, composed. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at his pace and his trickery. They were expected to add a bit of some spark to Amakosi's attacking arsenal. You know what I'm saying? However, Nabi, he did confirm that, Potsane will not be part of the squad that will be taking on Chippa United, on the Sunday, the 29th of December at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. You know what I'm saying? And remember, the game will be, kickoff is scheduled to take place at 6 o'clock. It is a 6 o'clock game, 6 p.m., to be exact. You know what I'm saying? And while the Tunisian coach said he did express his disappointment, and he did say that, he's kind of devastated, but, he remained, vague about the reasons for Tebogo Potsane's unavailability. You know what I'm saying? However, it does appear to be precautionary, a precautionary measure, right? Because Nabi actually doesn't want to risk aggravating a minor injury to Potsane that he did sustain at training. So Potsane actually sustained a minor injury at training. So Nabi doesn't actually want to take that risk of actually putting him on the field of play in terms of him, like now it's a minor injury for now, right? So like the coach doesn't actually want to risk playing a player who's actually suffered a minor injury, because it could actually turn out to be worse come match day. You know what I'm saying? So you'd rather put him on rest, put him on the sidelines for this particular game, and then oversee his recovery process, hope that he will be fit and strong again for the next upcoming games. You know what I'm saying? Because we're still a long way to even approaching, halfway to the season, because remember, the season only started on the 14th of September, I'm talking about the Betway Premiership, the league. It only started on the 14th of September. And we haven't even yet reached a halfway stage of all the games in the league. So there's still many games to be played. And hopefully with this, now that you see Potsane is actually injured and he won't be available, you know what I'm saying? I hope that Nabi can actually see that, look, he can actually see it with his own two eyes, that, look, guys, come January, we need to make some recruitments. We need to make serious recruitments. It is very disappointing that Apollos has already moved on. He's on the verge of moving to Orlando Pirates, which is very disappointing. Jaden Adams, it's like you're going to have to break the bank for him. Jaden Rhodes, I think he signed a contract extension with Cape Town City. Elias Mokwane's contract has been terminated with Esperance, the Tunisian Giants. And remember, Sekhukhune United are also demanding the full payment, of the signing, because the Tunisian Giants, Esperance, haven't paid the full transfer amount. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you look at all the options that, in terms of the wing personnel, the attacking personnel, those are some of the quality players. But I would say, okay, you know what, as Mokwana, Chiefs don't need him anymore, because, when Chiefs wanted to sign him, Sekhukhune opted to sign him to the North African. They opted to sell him to the North African Giants. So I don't think he's needed anymore by the Amakosi. I think Amakosi need to start. The Kaizer Chiefs scouts need to go overseas, go into other countries and look for serious players, just like what Sundowns is often doing, right? So with Tebogo Potsane, he's the only player that is available from the last match against TS Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? he will be unavailable for the clash against Chippa United. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope that it won't be a big blow and that Kaizer Chiefs go there to the Moses Mabhida Stadium and collect all 3 points, because they don't have a great record against Chippa United of late. Because last time they were able to secure victory against the Chile Boys was it in 2023? It was May 2023 when Ashley Dupree scored that wonderful goal. He scored a brilliant goal at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. That was the last time Kaizer Chiefs were actually able to obtain victory against, the Chile Boys. And since then, Chippa United have actually collected 4 points of the Glamour Boys last season. It was a draw when they last met at Moses Mabhida, right? It was a draw. It was a 0-0 draw. And then Chippa United outplayed Kaizer Chiefs in East London, in the second league fixture last season, which was a very, 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 horrendous performance from the Amakosi. You know what I'm saying? So we hope to see them regain, control, right? And actually collect all 3 points against Chippa United, because they need to get their season going. Because remember, Kaizer Chiefs are now winless in their last 3 games now. Yeah. They drew against Royal AM 2-2. They blew a 2-goal lead against Royal AM. And they lost to Polokwane City. And then they drew with TS Galaxy. So they are winless in their last 3 games. So 3 points, they need to go collect all 3 points today.